All right, guys, so we're here and we're about a week out from the Ferrigno. My good friend here, Lionel Brown, is next to me, and he's about to do shoulders today. We started working together for this show about, what, 16 weeks ago? Yeah. 18 weeks, about 18 weeks ago. I took over his diet. We have a plan to bring him into this show in his best ever condition. That's the goal. So far we're achieving that. We're very, very happy where he's at. So we're gonna just take this final week to just maintain the muscle mass as we peak him for the show. So we're gonna take you through some shoulder training today, and we'll talk more about his diet and the training as we go along during the workout. So the first exercise we're gonna do with Lionel today is the standing side lateral. Obviously, we want to maximize his width, so we're going to be working on the lateral head of the deltoid. We're going to try to do this movement as strictly as possible and make sure that he's really isolating that head. We want to really bring in, what we really want to do for this show is maximize his width up top and minimize the size of his waist to give him a really good X-frame. That's why we start with the side laterals, because that's our key movement for shoulders today. So right here on the side delt, this is where we're going for, guys. Come on. Get in that groove. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on. We got a week. Let's go. You know what we're after with this show. Come on. Bring it out. Bring it out. Bring it out. Come on. Side delts only. Good. So by starting off with side laterals, that's basically called like pre-exhausting. So we're starting with an isolation movement before we go to a compound movement, which basically, when you isolate a body part first, it'll make the compound movements that follow even more effective. You'll feel them even better. You don't want to do this every time. That's what we're doing right now, especially because we're focusing our energy on the lateral deltoid. We want to get right in there while he's fresh and strongest and hit the side laterals first. So that's why we're working that way today. Come on. Do it. Come on. Bring it up. Come on. This is your show, man. Let's go. Come on. Wider on the sides. Let's go. Come on. X-frame, bro. Come on. Be the widest guy on stage. Bring it out. Come on. Do it. Nice. Good job. Second exercise that we're doing today is a very wide grip upright row. And that's a compound movement after the isolation movement. As you can see, his hands are very, very wide because that focuses mostly on the lateral deltoids. We're not looking to really work the traps with this exercise. We're looking to work the lateral deltoids, so we take a nice wide grip. Especially doing those right after the side laterals, he's going to feel a tremendous amount of pain and action and burn in those side delts. And again, the first thing we want to do is make them as wide as possible. That's why we focus on the lateral deltoids first. Let's go. Come on. Elbows out. Good. Come on. All side delt. Come on. Got to get wider. Let's go. We got to get wider. Bring it. Come on. That's it, Lionel. Let's go. 1 week. Up. Come on. Up. There you go. So the next exercise that we have in the regimen today is a reverse grip standing press. Now, one of the reasons why we use a reverse grip is because when you use a reverse grip, it brings the elbows in, and actually that'll work the front head of the deltoid even stronger than when the elbows are out. That would also be the lateral deltoid. We want to focus on that roundness right here in the front of the deltoid and separate it from the chest. So as you can see with his form, he leans back just a little bit, but not too much. He doesn't want to engage upper chest. Gets under the bar, he keeps those elbows close and presses to the top. An excellent exercise when you want to isolate the anterior deltoid. Okay, here we go. Come on. Round it out. Come on. We got a week. Come on, Lionel. All this works for a reason. This is for a reason, bro. You know what it is. Come on. Press it. Press it. Good. All right, guys, so the next exercise in our regimen is going to be this hammer strength press, which Lionel really loves to do. He wants to continue work on the front of the deltoid. Again, we want to get the deltoid very round in the front, and we want to have it very much separated from the chest. This one, as opposed to the one we just did before with the elbows in, now he's going to bring the elbows out, and that's going to work the anterior deltoid and also bring some of the lateral deltoid into the movement. He loves this movement. He really, really feels it, so we always try to include it in his program. All right, brother, come on. Let's go. You own this shit. Come on. Come on. Own it. Own it. Come on. Push. Come on. Big shoulders right to the end. Come on. Still training heavy. Still training heavy on like no calories. Let's go. Come on. Push. Good. So guys, one of the things I wanted to mention as I've been handling Lionel's diet for the last 18 weeks, one of the things that I said from the beginning is that I want to obviously maximize fat loss, and I of course want to keep as much muscle mass as possible. And we actually feel like we've built some muscle on the way to the show. And one of the keys has been that we keep his calories in a range and is keeping his diet in a way that he's able to still train heavy. He's still, you know, front squatting 405. He's still incline pressing 405. You can see he's got 3 plates on here. He's moving a lot of weight, and when you keep your weights heavy towards the end of a prep, it helps to keep muscle mass and helps keep your muscles very dense. And that was one of the keys. I didn't want him to be running out of steam before the show so they can only use light weights. He's training at full capacity, only a week out from the show, and that's going to help him be his best on stage. All right, guys, the next exercise in the routine is going to be for rear delts. You want to really thicken up this area back here, which looks great from the side, and a rear double bicep. A lot of people don't pay enough attention to the rear delts, but we are paying a lot of attention to rear delts. We're going to use the machine here. That's his preferred way of doing it. And we're looking to isolate right here. We want a 3D effect on those shoulders. Come on. Come on, Lionel. Come on. Bring it back. Come on. Bring it back. Come on. Come on. You want to be 3D, brother. 3D. That's it. Come on. Good. I'm actually really excited right now because we just came from upstairs. He just showed me what it looks like, and that's what we do every single week on usually Thursday or Friday. I take a look at him in the Gold's Gym posing room, and I looked at him today, and he just looks absolutely spectacular. He's been keeping himself under wraps. I'm really one of the only people who's been seeing him. He wants to surprise everybody at the show, but he's going to surprise everybody because, in our opinion, both of us, he's the hardest he's ever been and the biggest he's ever been at the same time. And we still have 8 days to go, so we haven't even peaked him yet.
This is the hardest I've ever trained. And one thing I've learned over the years is you never measure a man by his defeats. You measure his heart, how many times he gets up and he keeps trying. And that's one of the analogies that I've stuck by that has helped me push through this prep and not give up on myself. I just can't wait to get on stage.